Before testing, before the fashion icon status was fully cemented, there was the at-long-last ASAP era. A time of introspection, psychedelics, and raw, unfiltered visual artistry. And no video captures that spirit better than the highly underrated, duality-driven masterpiece, Whiskey/Black DeMarco. At 5 minutes long, this visual is essentially two short films stitched together. It's a deliberate juxtaposition, mirroring the stylistic split of the album itself, the mellow, hazy introspection versus the hard-hitting, aggressive street energy. We're going to break down the aesthetic choices that make this a defining moment for Flacco. The entire video is drenched in a deliberate low-fidelity aesthetic. This isn't high-budget, slick 4K. It's grainy, it's often black and white, and it utilizes those beautiful VHS tracking glitches. This visual texture immediately sets the tone. It feels like a forgotten relic, a memory captured on analog tape. The first half, Whiskey, is pure mood. The color palette is minimal, muted browns, deep shadows, and that signature sepia tone. This is Rocky isolated, reflective, dealing with the aftermath of loss and fame, delivered over a smoky, blues-infused beat. Visually, Rocky is channeling high-fashion editorial photography here. Every frame is a potential magazine spread. The poses are deliberate, the movement minimal. It's less music video, more art installation, a direct nod to his influences like Stephen Klein or Richard Avedon. This portion heavily features shots of Rocky walking through abstract, often empty spaces. It reinforces the theme of isolation and introspection. He's surrounded by people, yet completely detached, observing the world as if through a fog of intoxication or meditation. The appearance of Jake Miller, who provides the backing vocals on Whiskey, is handled subtly. He exists in the same hazy, muted world, reinforcing the shared sonic landscape, but never pulls focus from Rocky's introspective gaze. The transition marks the moment the mood shatters. The soft bass line of Whiskey drops out, replaced by the punchy, immediate aggression of Black DeMarco. And the visuals change just as radically. If Whiskey was slow cinema, Black DeMarco is verite street documentation. The cuts become fast, almost jarring. The camera work is handheld, chaotic, following Rocky and the ASAP Mob crew as they move through New York City streets. The Black DeMarco persona itself is fascinating. It's a darker, more impulsive side of Rocky, embodied by the intensity of his lyrics and delivery. Visually, he becomes sharper, more focused, utilizing tight close-ups to emphasize the lyrical urgency. We see quick flashes of color breaking through the monochrome. Sometimes it's a red filter, or a quick burst of inverted colors. These are the psychedelic ruptures, indicating that even in the chaotic street setting, the influence of LSD and altered perception from the A.LONG.LAST.A album is still actively present. These rapid cuts create a feeling of sensory overload, mirroring the track's frenetic energy. It feels like flipping through snapshots of a wild night, brief moments of recognition before the image disappears. Notice the attire change. While the fashion remains high-end, the demeanor is less posed royalty and more street leader. Hoods up, surrounded by the mob, reaffirming his loyalty and roots amidst the newfound fame. The significance of the dual video structure cannot be overstated. Rocky is literally showing us the two sides of his creative process during this period, the solitary artist lost in thought, and the aggressive rapper asserting his dominance in the concrete jungle. The video ends abruptly, leaving the viewer to process the whiplash transition. It doesn't offer a clean resolution, which is fitting for a track that is more about the journey and the psychological landscape than a destination. In the grand catalog of ASAP Rocky visuals, Whiskey/Black DeMarco often gets overshadowed by the flashier concepts. But its intentional lo-fi grit and seamless fusion of two distinct moods make it arguably the most honest visual document of the A.LONG.LAST.A era. What did you think of the visual choices in Whiskey/Black DeMarco? Let me know in the comments if you prefer the hazy introspection of Whiskey or the raw energy of Black DeMarco. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more breakdowns of essential hip-hop visuals.